Chapter 10, Mishnah 4. The Mishnah now discusses a man who received mistaken information that his wife had died and married her sister, whom he is forbidden to marry while his wife is alive. If a person's wife went overseas and witnesses came and told him your wife died, and he married her sister based on that testimony, and then his original wife came back, his original wife is permitted to return to him. Since his original wife was still alive, his relationship with her sister was simply unlawful cohabitation, which does not forbid him from returning to his wife. In addition, he is permitted to marry the close relatives of the second wife, and the second wife is permitted to marry his close relatives. Although a person is forbidden to marry the close relatives of his spouse, he is not forbidden to marry the close relatives of a person with whom he cohabited. And if the first wife dies, he is permitted to marry the second one, because a person may marry his wife's sister after his wife dies. Another case in which a man remarried based on an incorrect report. Witnesses told him your wife died, and he married her sister based on that report. Later, other witnesses told him your wife was still alive at that time that you married her sister, but she has now died. A child that he had with his wife's sister before his wife died is a mamzer. But a child that they had after his wife died is not a mamzer, because at that time they were permitted to marry. The Mishnah taught that a man who married his wife's sister based on an incorrect report may return to his original wife without restriction. This implies that even if his second wife, i.e. his sister-in-law, became forbidden to return to her original husband because of this marriage, he may still return to his original wife. For example, if the husband of his wife's sister had also gone overseas, and she married her brother-in-law only because she had heard that her husband had also died, and her husband then came back, she is forbidden to return to him, as we learned in Mishnah 1. However, her brother-in-law, her second husband, is still permitted to return to his original wife. Rabbi Yossi disagrees. Rabbi Yossi says, any case in which a man's second marriage caused his second wife to become disqualified to others, that is, if his marriage to his wife's sister caused her to become forbidden to return to her original husband, he disqualifies himself as well, and he may not return to his original wife. But in any case where he does not cause his second wife to become disqualified to others, that is, where his second wife may return to her original husband, he does not disqualify himself, and he may return to his original wife.